What's up guys, TssXD, welcome back to another video. I know it's been a while since I've made a normal video, honestly almost about 2 weeks, around there I think. But I have been streaming, and if somehow you haven't noticed, what are you doing? I know there's better channels out there, but like, come on man, come on, just watch a couple. Each one of them has been getting an average of like 20 views, which is good, but you didn't come to hear anything about my streams. You came to find out how I destroyed the house and stuff like that. So yeah, I'm pretty sure this video is going to be the one where I title it, I destroyed a house, or something about a house being destroyed. Anyways, if you follow me on Instagram, you know, while it technically looks like a house, it's technically not a house. But I'm going to say it's a house so I sound cooler. So, anyways, the last week and a half, me, my dad, and a couple other people, we had to do a big job. We had to get our hands dirty, all right? We had to get epic pumps. So, anyways, we, for the last around 5 years, have had a green shed in my backyard. If I have any pictures, I'll show them on screen, but I didn't really take a picture of the shed because, like, why would you take a picture of your shed? So, yeah, if I don't have a picture, then, well, anyway. Back in 2019, maybe, I think. But for like a year and a half, I made videos behind that shed because my room, it technically wasn't my room at that time. There's a whole big situation that I'm not going to get into. But anyways, for a long time, my voice, geez. For a long time, I made videos behind that shed because I basically had to. And now we have to get rid of the shed. Now the reason is because, according to like a county thing, they're like, oh, well, you didn't ask for permission to build this here when you built it. And we're like, does it matter? It's our property. We pay taxes. What do you want? And they're like, well, actually...
That is not correct. Because according to the encyclopedia...
Essentially, they say something along those lines. And they're like, all right, you got two options. You either have to take the shed down, or you have to reinforce the foundation with cement. Now, the reason there was like that, because our foundation, the floor of it, like I said, I'll show pictures if I have any, but the floor of it was wood, like 100% wood. It was resting on a couple of cinder blocks and had wood as the base floor, which honestly, it was still fine. Like, we put a lot of weight in it and we can stand in it fine. Like, that probably had over 4,000 pounds of stuff in it and nothing happened. I'm pretty sure our ground hasn't sunk more to sea level, but according to them, they're like, so sadly, we had to take it down. And it's sad for two reasons. One, because that's been there for a long time. It's like a memento, like it's something we built. Like, dude, when I made that, I wasn't even a teenager yet. So, well, I didn't make it, I helped make it, but you know. Anyways, over the last week to week and a half, we've had to take it down. Now, I wish I could show you a cool montage of us disarming it. And at the end, it was really cool because we got to like push it down and the roof fell and we're like, boom, it was real cool. But because I actually had to work, I can't work and record. And I don't exactly have a cameraman. So I'm going to show you a reenactment of it, except a much cooler reenactment. So yeah, here you go. Wasn't that just the most realistic thing you've ever seen, huh? Yeah. I promise that happened. So, anyways, hopefully the camera looks good in this one, because I know KineMaster likes to make the quality more grainy because they want money. I see all you companies all the same. But yeah, over the last couple, why do I keep saying couple? Over the last week and a half, we were about to take it down, and I'm not gonna lie, when we were getting ready to take it down, I was like, how are you expecting to take this down? It's literally a house. How are you gonna break a house? And he's like, use your brain. I gotta tell you, my dad is definitely one of the smartest people I know. And it's probably because I'm dumb, but he's one of the smartest people I know. Now, for the house, we didn't like reinforce the walls with like cement and concrete and stuff like that. It was literally just wood, bolted in, and with screws and stuff. So he's like, all right, here's what we're gonna start doing. We moved everything out of the inside, because obviously you're not gonna break it with everything inside. And then afterwards, he's like, all right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna grab hammers and crowbars, and we're gonna push the outside panel walls outwards. And if you don't know what that's supposed to represent, you know, no, you know how you guys have houses, right? And your houses have walls. So now imagine your walls were very thin, like plywood, for example. We had plywood connected to like 2x4s, except they were more like 2x8s, like 2 inches by 8 feet. And we had those, which we bolted the panels onto. So basically, the walls look fine from the outside, but it was very thin, but it was still sturdy. So he's like, all right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna push it outwards. I hope I can show something so you guys know what the freak I'm trying to talk about. So we had to push it outwards to knock it out. And after we did that, he's like, all right, next we gotta rip the shingles off the roof, because the shingles legitimately added like 30 pounds to that. And the roof is already like, what, 200 by itself? So we obviously couldn't lift that, especially when it's an awkward angle. Like you have to grab a ladder and be like, push. That sounds like freaking babies coming out.
Push, honey! Hurry up and give me my baby boy!
But yeah, anyways, we did that. And afterwards, what we did to take the roof down is, like I said, hopefully my amazing reenactment showed you guys something that was similar. But if not, essentially what we did is, after we took the panels out, it weakened like the whole stability of the thing. So after we took all the shingles off on that, we started, well, we didn't start, the house already by itself was already weak enough, because like the roof on top was the heaviest part. It was sitting on like walls and stuff with the roof. Like I said, I'm bad at examples, but hopefully you guys can understand what I'm talking about. It already shook on its own. So we're like, all right, here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna grab it and we're gonna push it forward, which for my backyard, let's say right here is where the house was, right? Now, here would be my neighbor's fence, which my neighbor follows me on Instagram. I don't know if he watches my videos, but here would be the neighbor's fence, right? Now the house was like wobbling all over. Now, if we weren't careful, it was going to fall over their fence, which would break their fence, and we would damage their property, and that'd be a lot more money that we didn't want to spend. So we had to be very careful to push it this way, so it would stay in our backyard instead of go that way and go over their fence. Like, hopefully you guys can understand that. Probably doing an example with Legos or something. But anyways, once we did that, and it all fell on the ground, it was just a cleanup process. And by now, we're already done. But essentially, we had done, like, after we did that, the roof already fell, but everything was still connected. So we got to get screwdrivers and hammers and pull out all the nails. Essentially, we moved all the wood out of the way. So I know I have pictures of this part. Here's what, if I haven't already showed it, here's what the land would look like without anything on it. Yeah, it's very flat and plain, I know. But yeah, that's essentially what happened. And that's how I destroyed a house. Now, it wasn't as cool as something Mr. Beast would do, but hopefully the clickbait gets that many views. Because, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I'm trying to get me some of them views. But, yeah, I filmed this video today because it's the weekend, and on the weekends when I have the most time, because, you know, school and all that, and school plus this project, I had no time to record videos, which is why I only did hour streams, because every time after I streamed, I would have to go outside and work on that. So that's why I haven't made a video in like 2 weeks, and yeah, that's how I technically destroyed a house. If that's the title, this is going to be really cool, because I just said it. If it's not, I'm going to look retarded, but this is the end of the video. Thanks for coming to my epic TED Talk. I think I'm going to start doing that as an outro, because I don't have an official outro. But, yeah. Also, final little nugget of information. I might stream today, I don't know. But the video that I said in my MLO shoe revisit, there we go, I think of words. This video right here, alright, that video, I said I recorded 2 videos in 1 day in it. Now that video, I haven't edited because I've been doing all this. I don't know if that's going to come out before this, but just saying, if you see a video later on after this where my voluptuous hair is shorter and my beard is shorter, then you know it's because it was recorded before this. I didn't just shave and, you know, do all that. Just freaking hit my face. But like I said, this is the end of the video. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk, and I'm going to peace out. Bye.